The Montreal Canadiens take on the Tampa Bay Lightning Game 1, and that's going to be an 8 p.m. Eastern puck drop in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Tampa Bay Lightning are minus $2 with the total at 5 flat. And if you like the Canadiens in an upset on the road here, they're plus $1.70 for some money line cash. Now Montreal is also minus 165 catching the goal and a half on the puck line. Carey Price for the Canadiens, Andrei Vasilevskiy for the Lightning. Now we're 2-0 in our last two $1.99 daily best plays on my Patreon website. And if you want to access today's $1.99 daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. We're also 2-0 in our last two MLB tier package picks on that Patreon page as well. We currently have over 1,125 members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to see which one of these YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally here today, the link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Tampa Bay's Andrei Vasilevskiy has shown some remarkable consistency in the postseason this year. Tampa's held their opponents to 3 goals or less in 9 out of their last 10 playoff games. And Vasilevskiy's numbers drastically improved in the playoffs from the regular season. His goals against average is up 22 points from the regular season. He currently has a playoff goals against average of just 1.99. Very impressive stat there. He also got the W in 12 out of 18 postseason starts this year. Now, the 26-year-old netminder has also improved his save percentage significantly as well, up 11 points from the regular season. Vasilevskiy is now sitting at a .936 save percentage in the playoffs this year. And speaking of the playoffs, I mentioned a few seconds ago that Vass is only 26 years old. The netminders played in 76 career postseason games already. Certainly can't teach experience. Now, the Lightning allowed just 2.2 goals a game at the Amalie Arena for the entire season. And speaking of the Amalie, Tampa's gotten the W in 27 out of 37 contests there this year. But it's not just all defense in Tampa Bay. The Lightning can certainly score their fair share of goals. They're in the top 3 in home scoring. And they're led by Braden Point, who scored 14 times in the playoffs, along with 20 total points. Now, the center is currently a +5 in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Alex Killorn scored 8 times, along with 9 assists. And of course, when we talk about offense, when we're talking about the scoring, got to mention the leading points getter in the postseason. That's right, Nikita Kucherov. And fortunately, he's been upgraded to probable here today, so we're going to see him in action. He's got 27 total points in the playoffs. Now, Tampa Bay's taking on a Montreal club who simply does not fare well against the Lightning. Now, out of Montreal's last 10 meetings with the Lightning, they've lost 9 times. They couldn't have a worse matchup going into the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, the Canadiens also averaged just 2.1 goals a game in their last 10 meetings with Tampa Bay. And shockingly, the Canadiens have still lost more games than they've won this year. They have more losses than wins for the entire season. How in the world is that possible? I have no idea. Certainly some wonkiness with the NHL playoff seeding. Just got to get in the tournament, I guess. Get hot at the right time. But guys, the Habs are just 36 and 37 straight up overall for the season. And they've gotten the W in only 18 out of 37 road games. Offensively, the Canadiens score only 2.7 goals per contest for the entire year. And they're also in the bottom 3 in third period scoring. Now, in the plus-minus category, leading playoff points getter Tyler Toffoli, he's got a plus-minus ranking of 0. Meanwhile, Nick Suzuki, who's tied for the club lead in goals scored in the postseason, well, he's a -1. And unfortunately for Montreal backers, the other leader in team goals, Joel Armia, he's out tonight with COVID. Yeah, COVID's still a thing. Total-wise, well, I have a monster play on the total in this one, as this game's being featured on my Patreon website. And if you want to find out whether I'm betting on the over or the under in this one, this game's actually being featured as my $1.99 daily best play. So if you're curious and you want to see which way I'm betting with regard to the total, link for my $1.99 daily best play is in the description section below. But overall, when it comes to this video here, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the Tampa Bay Lightning, -1.5, getting the job done for some puck line cash.